Hello, so I'm going to go through some stretches I want you to do. Each one you can hold for between 1 to 2 minutes, depending on how much time you have. And you want to think for the majority, I'll specify if not, going into the stretch for about 70%. So you don't want to overdo it. Okay, just keep within that moderately comfortable, uncomfortable borderline, the stretch. Okay, so we're going to start with a frog stretch. Okay. So you're going to have your legs spread apart. Try and have your ankle in line with your knee. Pop your arms down. And then you can almost push your hips back and slightly up. Okay, that is stretch number 1. Stretch number 2 is your adductor stretch. Okay, so again, have your legs nice and wide. Okay, you can pop your palms on the floor. If you're very flexible, you can go a little bit wider and pop your elbows on the floor. You should feel this towards the back, okay, whereas the frog stretch you'll feel a little bit more in the front. Okay, that is number 2. Number 3 is your pigeon stretch. Okay, so you're going to bring one leg up, ideally at a kind of 90-degree angle with your knee. Okay, and try and get your hips in line. If this feels comfortable, you can drop down. You should feel this in your glute. Okay, I will also do this one face on. Okay, just so you can see it that way as well. Okay, so from there, and then you can drop down onto your palms, or your elbows, sorry. Okay, stretch number 4 is going to be for your hamstrings. So there are a couple of variations of this. We'll do starting one on our feet, and then we'll do one sitting down as well. Okay, so you're going to have your feet spread apart. Now you're focusing on the leg that's in the front. Okay, now you can have a slight bend in the knee, and that you should then feel it a little bit higher up in the hamstring, and then just going to walk down your leg to somewhere that's moderately comfortable or moderately uncomfortable. Very good. You can edge your way down, because this stretch you'll soon feel as you start to relax into it, you'll be able to go further down. Okay, so just let your body fall into it. Good. You would then switch sides, which I will show you so you get an idea. So I'm going to do it this time so you can see the knee on the outside. So there's a slight bend in the knee. That would be straight, slight bend. Again, drop down. You might find you have one more flexible than the other. That's okay. You can work through both, but spend a little bit more time or a little bit more energy on the one that needs that little bit more of a stretch, because you ideally want them to match up. Okay, your next one is your couch stretch. So this is one of the most important ones, I would say, if you do a lot of sitting down. Okay, so you can get a cushion, or I have a mat here, but you can pick what you want. Put your foot onto a box or a couch, sofa, anything you can find. Okay, and then you're trying to push your bum back towards your heel. Okay, try and also tilt your pelvis under. So instead of sticking your bum out, try and tuck that pelvis under and push your hip back towards the heel. You should feel this all down the front. Good stretch. Okay, well done. Don't know who I'm saying well done to. Me? Okay, then we have a butterfly stretch. So feet together. So bottom of your feet together. You can place your hands to start with on your toes, and you're trying to pull yourself forward. Now the angle I want with your back, okay, is flat, and then you can tilt as far forward as you can. Okay, for the purpose of this, I'll just show you from the side so you get an idea. I don't want you to round out. There's a time for that, okay, but I also want you to spend time where you are nice flat back and then you're leaning forward into it. Good. Okay, there's 2 left. One is your pancake. So this time, have your legs nice and wide sat down. Okay, Now focus on what your feet are doing here. As you fold forward, which is the pancake, try not to let your toes fall in. So try and push your toes down, but also slightly outwards. And then you're going to reach forward down the middle. Okay. Very good. Again, your back in this one, I don't mind if it's a little bit rounded. It's a similar stretch to your the previous one, so your butterfly. Okay, but I'm going to let you drop the back down however you want. So you're trying to fold in half. Good. Okay, and the last one you're going to do is back to your hamstring stretch, but a seated one. So bring your feet together, point your toes, and then you're going to reach as far forward as you can. Okay? Good. So hopefully, if you were to do all 7 stretches, it's going to take you possibly in and around 15 minutes. But you can always pick a few, do them, and then do the other ones on another day, whichever you like. But have a play around. Well done.